Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Thanks for joining me again today. Flip through this afternoon. Yeah, it is this afternoon. This is a kit from TaylorMade Journals. It's Vie En Rose, if we're speaking French. And it was part of a guest design team project that I've done for her. The kit is beautiful. In my last video, I posted up an Etsy share which showed this and the full kit. So if you're interested, just jump back onto that one. So it's Etsy share and craft with me from my channel, Kylie's Card Craft. But it goes through the kit bit by bit. But this is the journal that I've created with her kit. Now, I've used Vie En Rose, which is what the journal is called. I have also used, just bear with me, a couple more of her kits. So as part of the guest design project, we were allowed to choose 2 of her kits. So I chose this one, this beautiful floral one. I also chose the Pharmacist set 2. Now it's full of apothecary labels and ads and all the rest. So it gave me a lot of journaling space. It gave me a little bits of labels. They're one of those wonderful kits that you have that are just as fillers. They work with so many different designs, so many different colour schemes you're doing, because a lot of them are black and white or just a slight off-white. So you can still ink them over to make them any colour you want, and they'll work with so many of your different designs as just, yeah, little fillers for bits and pieces. Now, I have also used a smattering, just a smattering, of her Vintage Butterflies set 2. Now, this was a kit that I'd already purchased from her. Again, that's the cover sheet. If I undo that, you can actually see it, because I have them in these little folders. So if I pull that out, can you see that? That's what's in it. So you've got some full page designs. You've also got lots and lots of smaller little add-on butterflies, which will, when printed out on full sheet size, they're these little ones. So you can see the little squares, but I also tear them and cut them and which gives me extra butterflies. So I've used just a little bit of those throughout the journal, and that's it. This whole journal was created, pop that back in there, mainly with Vie En Rose. You'll know, if you follow me, you will know that 99.99999% of the time I used coffee dyed paper. I used lots of stamps. I've had no requirement in this to use anything else. I have added a little bit of lace, a little bit of cheesecloth, and some tiny little ribbon roses. That's it for the entire of this journal. It is a very full journal, and I have to have some stamping in there somewhere, girls. You know I have to have stamping somewhere. The only stamp that I have used in here, again, is from Lorna at TaylorMade Journals, and it's one of her designs. I have got another one coming that I was hoping would be here in time to add into this journal, but it didn't arrive. So I've just stuck with this one in different shapes and forms. You know how I always just take parts of stamps. So that's it. It's quite a little chunky monkey again, which all of my journals end up being, but I've printed it out to make one of my small journals. So when I've printed the kit out, I've printed it 2 to a page, so that I've got it here because I've printed it out again because I'm about to make another larger journal with it, but I'm full size this time. So that would be one of the add-on sheets, the ephemera sheets, in full size. Okay, so when I print them out, and this one's chunked in 2, if I print them out 2 to a page, okay, that's what size they go down to. So you can see the little dragonfly there. Okay, so that gives me my smaller size, and all it is printing it out 2 to a page. So my finished journal size is about 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Or if we're going in centimetres, I've printed them out at 13 1/2 centimetres by 9 centimetres. Okay, so in my printer, when I go on to settings and all the rest, I've printed them out 2 to a page, which gives you 13 centimetres by 9 centimetres. That's how I've done this journal. So I've used one of the sheets from it as my cover. I've just used a little bit of chipboard, bookboard, whatever you want to call it, to create my actual book. And then I've got everything in here. So I'll just go through these and show you. We've got envelopes which actually come in the kit, ready to pop things in. There's so much ephemera in this kit, it's just awesome. Lots of tags, lots of tuck spots, lots of fussy cutting, but everything is just... Now, this is one of her sheets. The kit actually comes with a background sheet as well. I've printed on the back of some of them. The others I've left plain, and I've gone over with a tea dye wash with just a brush and cup of tea, and just brushed it over, which gives me this very variegated motley look. But it matched this kit perfectly. So, as I said, some of them have her background in them for journaling space. Some of them have a tea dye space. So, yes, no coffee dyeing, but there was a little bit of tea dyeing on the back of them. So, technicality. There's little pockets, there's little envelopes, there's, you know, everything that you could possibly imagine in this kit. This kit was 32 pages in total. So there are 13 actual pages and one background sheet. So that's 14, so that must mean that there are 18 ephemera sheets. And so much ephemera, and they're beautiful. So we've got bigger envelopes as well. There were belly bands or bookmarks in the ephemera kits as well, which some of them I've used as pockets. Little tuck spots from the ephemera. More little tuck spots. There were little vintage checks in there. Now, that one, here you go, here's the vintage check. And on the back of that one, I've got the background sheet going in that one. And then I've stamped just a little bit of the stamp on here as well. Now that's just in a brown ink. Can't quite remember, sorry, what brown. But it's just a mid-brown ink. This is off the Pharmacist set. So see how it gives you lovely journaling space? That's another one of those belly bands, which I've turned into an altered paper clip. So it's just literally, so one piece is folded in. It's got 2 of them adhered onto it. That's the background sheet. That one just then pops straight back on there. More little pockets. There's file folders in the kit as well. So I've got a pocket in here, and I've made this side into a little notepad. More of my tea stained. More little pockets. There's that dragonfly with a little bit of the Pharmacist as well, and some cheesecloth. Another little hidden journaling posse. The other side of that vintage check. And I've done the same thing, stamped the other side of that stamp and popped some ephemera on it. There's some written notes in the kit as well. We've got more little pockets over the Pharmacist set. Say that fast. Beautiful, beautiful ephemera in that sheet that I showed you a while ago for fussy cutting. If you love fussy cutting like me, it's just a dream. There's the little thread reels, the ribbon reels. Another little altered paper clip. Both sides. More from the Pharmacist. More little journaling. There's that stamp in full. If I lift that up. So I've got 3 signatures in this. More little fussy cutting. Going over. Some journaling. More little tuck spots. The birds are part of that ephemera as well. More from the Pharmacist. See, that's those belly band ones. They make great little tuck spots. I lied. I popped an envelope in there. Had to have an envelope. Here's my envelope, which I've again covered with pages from that kit. So you've still got lots of journaling space. I tend to always make, if I'm going to do a 3 signature, my middle signature is mostly journaling. Another one of those belly bands that's been turned into a pocket with a little bit of lace. Middle of the second signature. So yeah, my second signature, not my third signature. More from the Pharmacist. Another little tuck spot. Another one of those little ribbon roses. And they were just a lace trim that I got from somewhere, and I really can't remember, sorry, where that came from. It was just in amongst my bits and bobs. The other side of that envelope, this little mason jar is part of the ephemera in that kit as well. The field label, I've stamped a date on there. Had to have special dates, so you'll see that date in there a couple of times, just slightly changed. Another little tuck spot, more journaling, smattering of those butterflies, and there it is again, just slightly changed this time. Pocket, another little pocket with another little one of her envelopes. Pockets again. Just a little envelope I've made with one of the sheets where I've printed them out and just turned it into an envelope with a little closure from her ephemera. Another little bit of that stamp. More pockets. This is that note paper again, whereas before I've cut it down, popped it on there. Here I've actually folded it to make a hidden journaling spot. That note paper is gorgeous. So if I turn it over to the side that you see, you'll see that it's got the seals on it as well. So when it's closed, you'll see where the seals all join up. And that just tucks in there. Another little file folder. This one I've separated though and popped through. Full page pocket. Another little pocket. You know I love my pockets. A little bit of lace. Okay, so I've used part of pharmacy labels. Popped them on part of one of the sheets that had some lines on it from the pages in Vie En Rose. And then decorated them. Used the tags that are in the kit as well. That's another one of the little checks. I think there's 3 or 4 little vintage checks. Another full page and another full page. So you've got lots and lots of tuck spots. Another little pocket in here. Lots of journaling. That's part of a file folder again, but I've turned that one into a pocket. The corner pockets were all in the kit as well. That's the background sheet. So you can see it's this beautiful mottled colour that matches in with all those pages beautifully. This one is just, again, a hidden journaling posse with some of the bits of the pages that I had left over. And then I've got another envelope at the back here that was in the kit. And, of course, closing that one is my K that I always have on them. That's the journal. It is a beautiful, beautiful kit. I will link in the description for TaylorMade Journals. You need to go over and have a look. She's got so many kits there. It was very, very hard to choose one. I knew I wanted a label-y one, so that was fine, but to choose one that would completely do a journal, there was so many in there with so many pages that the sky's the limit. So as I said before, I'm about to now start a large journal with them, so I've already printed them out, started to trim them down, and they're in their full sheets now. That's the full ephemera ones sitting here. They're the belly bands. So that's about to be made into another journal. I print them out on presentation paper to give it that really crisp looking Beautiful colour. I love them. Hope you've enjoyed this journal. I have thoroughly enjoyed making it. It didn't actually take me that long because everything was there, everything matched, and I didn't have to add any extras or think too much. Please go over and have a look. I hope you like everything that she's got in there. I know you will. But yeah, as I said before, I've used Vie En Rose. I've used smattering of vintage butterflies, set 2. And my other one, of course, was the Pharmacist, set 2. Go over and have a look. Thanks for joining me again today. Bye, guys.